Hi there, this is Shrikant Sari. So in this lesson, excuse me, we are going to learn about how to write a small piece of Java code which lists all the methods inside that class. Okay, so for example, here I'm about to take the object class as an example, and I'm trying to list all the methods within that object class. Okay, so first and foremost, so we need to import some packages related to this program. Okay, the first package is lang package, because so everyone knows that lang package is the default package which is available to all Java programs, but here in our case we need a reflect class to be loaded here. Okay, so first, to do that, first let me write that import statement here. Okay, import java.lang.reflect. Okay, so java.lang. As soon as so this is the beauty of NetBeans. It automatically gives the intelligence of what we are going to need. It automatically helps us in selecting from the intelligence. Okay, so next thing, so until now this is enough. Okay, so the first package we have imported is lang package. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is, so first I'm taking a variable just to have the count of the number of classes we have. So I'm just taking a variable which is int count is equal to 0, and then we need to create an object for the class of type class here. Okay, so class C is equal to class dot, so for name of that particular class. Okay, so here in our case I am going to give directly the name of our class here. Okay, so which is java dot lang dot, so lang is a package. In that so many classes are there within the lang package, so number of classes are there, so I am just going to give object class here. Okay, so my intention is to know how many methods are there, or just to display the methods within the lang dot object class here. Okay, so first let me we need to put this in within the quotations, because it is taken in the string format here. So if you are using object, you need to throw the exception. Already we have written that statement here. Okay, so next what we are going to do is we need to take an array for method. Okay, so method of an array of type method. In that array what we are going to do is, so we need to get all the declared methods. Okay, c dot get declared methods. Okay, so NetBeans, everything is automatic in NetBeans. We need not worry about all the things, how we are going to write about the syntax of the methods and so on and so forth. So NetBeans is very helpful and very powerful tool in doing writing the Java programs here. Okay, so next we need to so obviously there will be more number of classes, or sorry, more number of methods within that object class. So there are I know it previously, so everyone knows that object class has 12 methods. Okay, so since it's more than one, since we have taken an array to store that, we are going to write a loop for this to run until that method array has some data. Okay, so let me take here method m1 of m. Okay, so m1 of m, I'm just until I'm taking so I'm taking here m1 until there is data in m. Okay, so here I have used this for each loop here. Okay, so I'm just using the system.out.println statement now. System dot, so system.out.println, so println, okay, system.out.println, and I'm just using m1 dot get name. Okay, so there is another method which is defined inside the, okay, so which is defined inside this m1. So okay, so m1 dot get name. Okay, so here you get all the declared methods here. So if you want to get that name, you can use this get name method here. Okay, so you can take the help of this get name method, get name. Okay, so you need to obtain that get name method, and simultaneously I am just increasing the counter here. Okay, so just to find the count of how many methods we have declared here. Okay, so after coming out of the loop, just let me print the total number of the count here. Okay, the total number of methods. So system dot out dot print ln. Okay, so the object class I'm directly writing here. Okay, so the object class has quotations within the quotations close. Sorry, so I didn't open the quotations also here. Okay, quotations open, quotations close, plus it has count. Okay, let us keep some space here. Let us say the count variable here, and plus let us write here methods. Okay, so methods. Okay, so if you run this small piece of Java code, that means if you press F6, automatically the code runs, and it successfully displays all the methods within the object class here. Okay, so here we have total 12 methods. As we know that object class contains total 12 methods. The most important thing here is that the register native methods is not available for the public. It is a private method. It is used for the internal purpose of the object class, not available for the programmers. Rest of all methods are useful for the programmers. Okay, so the importance of object class in Java is very huge one, because all classes in Java are considered as child class to the object class, or object class is considered as the root class for all classes in the Java. The reason they have proposed object class as root class for all the classes in Java, because all the methods, so all the methods which are useful for all the classes, so commonly used methods. Okay, the most commonly used methods for all classes are placed in the object class, and that class is made parent to all the objects, so all the classes. Okay, so in order to further improve this program, okay, so every time you need to change manually or hard codedly, you need to change here. For example, tomorrow if I want string to know the methods in the string class, so I need to come and I need to change here the within the program, and then I have to run and so on and so forth. Then it displays all the methods within the string class. That is not the case here. Okay, so if you're writing a program, string class contains total 77 methods. If that is not the case here, okay, so everything must be done programmatically. Okay, so for this purpose, so what I'm going to do is, so I will ask from the user. Okay, so I don't want to give hard codedly this value, something like this. Okay, so for this purpose, what I'm going to change the program a bit here. Okay, so how I'm going to change is, so I will take the input from the programmer or the user, and based on the class name which he is giving, we will try to print all the methods containing within that class here. Okay, so to do that, first we need to take the IO package here, because we are using BufferedReader to take the input from the keyboard. So first let me import the IO package here. Okay, so import java.io.star. Okay, so import java.io.star. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take input stream reader here. Okay, excuse me. So let me take an input stream reader. Okay, so input stream reader. Okay, so these are huge classes here. So if you make any small mistake, you get in. Okay, so input stream reader is equal to, sorry, input stream reader, you need to take an object for that. So r is equal to, or let me say r1 is equal to, okay, so new input, so new input stream reader, so new input stream reader of system dot in. Okay, so you might be familiar with how to use BufferedReader or input stream reader to take input from the keyboard. Okay, so I've just created an object for the class input stream reader, and what I'm going to do is using the buffered reader here. Okay, so buffered reader, using the buffered reader, so I'm taking another object for buffered reader here. br1 is equal to, so new buffered reader, so new buffered reader, so new buffered reader of r1. Okay, so this is the perfect syntax to take the input from the keyboard. So next what we are going to do is, so I'm just writing a system.out.println statement here. Okay, system.out.println, system.out.println of what I'm saying here is, so let me say enter the class name or something like this. Okay, so enter the class name, so enter the class name. Okay, so next, in the next line, so you need to take that class name and store in a string variable. So to do that, let me take another string variable. Let me say string cname is equal to string cname is equal to br dot okay, so sorry, br1 dot. So automatically the NetBeans helps us with the method. So readline is the perfect method here. Okay, so cname. So now the small change within the syntax is that so until here everything is same. So what I'm going to do is I'm just concatenating so whatever the cname that I have taken here. So I'm just concatenating that with java.lang dot thing here. Okay, so whatever the class name now you are going to supply from the keyboard, so automatically, okay, so I have just misspelled here the system spelling here. Okay, so whatever the class name you are going to give from input from the keyboard, so that will be taken, and based on that class, so all the methods will be displayed here. Okay, so let me run this program once again. So if everything goes fine, just now we have seen that the lang package, so it's asking for the class name. So I'm just let me give first run, let me give the object class here. Okay, so automatically so all the methods with inside that object class will be displayed here. So if you come out of the program and if you run it once again, so this time let me say string class. Okay, so let me say string. So just a second, something went wrong here. Okay. okay, so let me run the program once again. So let me give the string class here. Okay, so let me say string, and all the string class methods subsequently gets displayed here. Okay, so in this way you can happily change the program, dynamically take the input from the keyboard. Okay, so this program still has some more flaws here. Okay, so if you run the program and if you say if you take the class name something like this, if you take array list which is not inside the lang package, and if you hit enter, so automatically runtime exception is fired here. Okay, so it takes that the class not found exception, because the array list is in util package, and it is the lang package has nothing to do with the array list class here. Okay, so dynamically we need to change the program, the light modification. The modification is that let us take the package also as input from the keyboard. Okay, so I'm just copying all the lines of code here, because the same thing gets repeated here once again. So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking input stream reader r2, so buffered reader br2. Okay, system.in, and let me take this as r2 here, and let me take br2 as a readline. Okay, so the first instance, let me say that this is, let me change this variable as pack name. Okay, so pack name here I mean package name here. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just concatenating that pack name dot plus pack name, and within the quotations again I'm keeping here dot. Okay, so in this way, so first instance, in the first stretch, it asks for the pack name from the user, So whatever the data he gives as the input on the keyboard gets stored in the pack name string variable string pack name, okay, string pack name. And the next it asks for the class name, and it stores within the string cname. And finally we are with the help of this beautiful concatenation operator plus, we are going to adjoin our syntax as a java dot so and so pack name dot so and so class name. Okay, so let me run. If everything goes fine, the first it should ask for the package, so for which I am giving util package, and within the util package I need array list methods. Okay, so perfectly it worked, and it got displayed all the methods within the util package and within the array list class. Okay, so if you want to test your program on various classes or packages, if you go back to the internet, okay, here I have a small good website, .NET Pearls here. So within the .NET Pearls, so we have everything here. So array list examples or keywords or commonly used classes and everything here. Okay, so list of classes is beautifully displayed here. So vector, let us take pattern class. Okay, so pattern class is obviously in util package. Okay, so it is also in util package only. So let us test that also once again here. Let me what I'm going to run the program. Let me say util. So let me say pattern. Okay, it's a small mistake I have done here. Okay, the problem is that it is within the sub package kind of thing here. Okay, so let us take another class from the .NET Pearls. It was a good website kind of thing for doing all the Java related example. Okay, so if we take the keywords, and there are lot of classes are there here. Okay, so let us take array_dq. Okay, so array_dq is a class which is defined under the util package here. So let us come back to our program here, and let me execute the program. Let me say one second. I think it is already in debug mode here. Okay, okay, so let me it's asking for okay, so let us run the program once again. So here I have did a small mistake here. So what it is asking is okay, so one second, let me close it and let me reopen it. Okay, so here it's saying that it's class name directly. It should be a package name here. Okay, so enter the package name, and the second instance it should be class name, and here the package the class, it should say something like this: the class cname. Okay, the class cname has it should say something like this. Okay, so message should be clear here, so that's the reason I am taking here. So has so you can have again the concatenation operator, and you can say the count. Okay, so count number of methods. Okay, so has count number of methods. Okay, so if you run now, everything is perfect here. For the first instance it asks for the package, so let me say util, and let me enter the array list. Okay, so now the class array list has 45 methods. Now it is perfect. Okay, so if we to revise once again, so what we have done until now is we have just taken the most important thing is here in this piece of code here. Okay, so we have taken a method array to get the declared methods, to store the declared methods, and we have ran a for loop until the method array contains some data, and storing that each individual element in the m1, and then within the m1 of type method, and then we are trying to get the get name of that method. Okay, so to take input from the user dynamically, so we have used this buffered reader classes, and then we have taken separately a package name and then a class name, and finally successfully it runs on all type of classes. Okay, so if you take lang, and if you say object, okay, so perfectly it displays all the methods within the object class of the lang package. Okay, so hope this tutorial helps you. So put your valuable feedback in the form of comments in the end, or doubts or suggestions or whatever it is. So see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.